Vice President of Alex E. Paris Contracting, Emanuel Paris, joins us now. Emanuel, great to see you. Just explain what is going on in terms of people know when someone says we need to ban fracking, as Kamala Harris has, what that means. That means getting rid of the way that we produce 65% of the oil in this country and 75% of the natural gas. And we can't survive without them.
It's a way to keep our lights on. I mean, it's as simple as that, and a way to heat our houses. I mean, we have a candidate here who has a past history of suing fossil fuel companies. She went even as far as to sue the Obama administration, her own party, in 2016 when he approved offshore fracking off the coast of California. It's a major impact, not only to our personal lives, but to the industry and the community that we live in.
Emanuel, it's troubling because if you actually think of a future without fossil fuels, and if it happens, in the next couple of years, like Kamala would love, it's devastating. The economy doesn't work. Food production doesn't work. Travel doesn't work. We can't do this on wind and solar alone. And so, again, I think it's just a lack of understanding of how energy works and how little green energy plays in the whole infrastructure of oil, gas, and electricity.
That's correct. And natural gas is the cleanest burning fossil fuel. I mean, there is no doubt with that. And if we are going to go to and tap into more sources of energy like solar and wind, natural gas is the transition, without a doubt, to that future.
Emanuel, what kind of projects are you working on right now? Like, where's your biggest focus? Are you having trouble with permitting for, say, fossil fuel projects, natural gas projects?
So where we've seen the biggest change with the Biden administration is with getting permit approvals for construction of natural gas pipelines. Obviously, there are still fracking projects going on where we build weld sites, but our main focus is building steel gas pipelines to transport that fuel. And it's been...
Oh, go ahead. You can finish.
It's been a slow process in getting those permits approved. Yeah.
How important is fracking to Pennsylvania and to the voters there? How much do they care about it?
With southwestern PA, it's a top issue. People that we talk to on a daily basis, it's swaying their vote. When the industry came to us, it helped not only the construction companies and these fossil fuel companies. It helped restaurants, local restaurants that were getting more business, local motels and hotels that workers were staying. It created an industrial revolution within our state.
That's awesome. Emanuel Paris, good luck and thanks for being with us on The Bottom Line. We're grateful.
Thanks for having me.
Great to see you.